Tonight on E! It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Chicago Bears.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Buffalo Bills taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. Talk, all the hype, but the past is prologue as this Super Bowl is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Nelson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the first carry here for the running back. It's a pickup of 6. Nelson on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nelson. Over the middle, complete. It's Kramer. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Bears stars are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. And on the grandest of stages, with the whole world watching the Super Bowl, they come out and get the first points.
I don't know how you feel about Brandon, but for me, watching the beginning of the Super Bowl, I've often wondered how come it's not just a fumble fest? How come the ball's not all over the place? The nerves, the interim in between of the 2 weeks waiting for the game. But this team came out and handled it just like it was a regular season walk in the park. Terrific start.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Ritchie, man open. That's Jamar Chase, complete. Throwing on first down. Ritchie over the middle. It's complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They run the option on second down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a first down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Looking to throw. Ritchie. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw. Ritchie firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
These two teams all tied after one. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 49 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. On 1st and 10, Ritchie. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running straight ahead, Taylor fights through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Looking to throw. Ritchie got his man complete over the middle. It's short. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ritchie throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of 4th down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Ritchie. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Richie, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Richie, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jamar Chase from 6 yards away. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw left side complete. That's Kramer. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Set to throw is Nelson on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys a lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some stats get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back. to Miami. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newell. He finds his man. Complete. That's short. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Again, it's Taylor. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. Jamar Chase, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Here's Nelson. Off play action. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Back to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Nelson now off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. To a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
Yeah, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine, but going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, another run with Taylor. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Off play action, Ritchie. And he will find his man on the outside. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Ritchie. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st down, Ritchie. Over the middle, complete. It's short. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Ritchie, and that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Ritchie. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now Nelson to throw on second down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Looking to throw. Nelson. And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third and goal now in a one-score game. Back to throw. Nelson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. First down now, but that clock rolling. Looking to throw. Ritchie. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give to Taylor. A nice little juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Back to Taylor on first down. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On second down, it's Taylor. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And his kick is good. The field goal is through the...